Hey everyone, it's Olivia.
And Sophia.
And welcome back to Status Teenage. We're gonna be doing a shorter episode today. I think more concise episodes are better. I feel like we do ramble a lot when it comes to our other episodes, trying to fill time.
We're still trying to figure out what kind of system we want to use.
Yeah, we're trying to figure out what works.
What works best for you guys, how long your attention span is, I guess. How much we can film that has useful information. But DM us, let us know what you think. We had a poll. And if I'm not incorrect, the results showed that the audience prefers longer episodes.
Yeah, but we want to record shorter episodes for the people who like shorter episodes. Because I know Sophia and I could talk for hours. Sophia and I could talk for hours on a certain topic, whatever. But I do think that being concise is good. So, should we talk about our week? Do you want to go first?
Sure. I don't know, I haven't really done anything.
Yeah.
I had, Thanksgiving was this weekend, at least in Canada. Mm-hmm. So, I got together with some family members. I got together with my dad's side during the day, and then my mom's side at night. There's always that one family member that comes out with the conspiracy theories.
Yeah.
They make you slightly uncomfortable. But alas, you just kinda gotta say, hey, I guess. What else?
That's what happened on my Thanksgiving too.
Yeah, me too. And then school came around, and today's Tuesday, when we're filming this, so we did our little political ideology quizzes to see where we are. And then we started reading a book in class, which is interesting. I'm on chapter 6. It's A Thousand Splendid Suns. And it's not my genre, because I typically can only really read fantasy, but I don't mind it. It's a pretty good book so far.
Well, for me, I'm just thinking, because, I didn't really do anything either. Yeah, we had Thanksgiving, but today was also the first day that I got blood work, and that was... Ever. And that was really scary to me, because, I hate needles. I absolutely hate needles. And I actually had, a mental breakdown. I couldn't focus, I couldn't do any of it. It was, really hard for me. So, yeah, it wasn't that bad, but I did feel, all of it, the needle and the blood and all that stuff, because I was having an attack of some kind. Anyway, so, yeah, I had a doctor's appointment today. It was, really scary. And, yeah, I didn't really do anything. All I'm waiting for now is to get my Halloween costume. And when we on Halloween, be ready for those Halloween posts, because we will post for Halloween. Because yeah, hello, duh.
Our costumes will not match.
Yeah, ours
we're
will
matching
match
other people. So
yeah, we're matching other people. We're not matching each other. But I think we should.
Which you would expect us to do, considering we have a podcast together. But me and our friend Alex have been planning our Halloween costume since August.
Yeah.
So
you're doing it.
Yeah.
Let's get into today's topic. It's loss of motivation, because I know for myself, it's very hard for me to be motivated.
Yeah.
It's so hard for me to stay motivated, let alone get motivated, because I feel like I just have so much going on, and then I get really overwhelmed, and then I just don't want to do anything anymore, so I just stop. like, I know for myself, like, especially, like, I guess this is just teenage life or whatever, but things just start to get really, really, really stressful, and you have so much going on. Whether you decide to get a part-time job or not, if you're in your last year of high school, it's definitely, like, really, really stressful. It's definitely really hard, especially when they, like, throw a bunch of university and college stuff on you, and then they're like, you have to keep your grades up, and it's just a lot. And, like, I'm doing driving lessons, and that's even stressful because, like, my instructor canceled on me, and then now I have to figure out how to start getting my lessons back again because she's not responding, and it's a lot. It's hard to balance everything because when it comes to loss of motivation and when it comes to motivation in general, one thing that does get me motivated is, like, organizational skills and, like, being able to organize my time. But I just get so lazy and I just don't want to do it. And there's so many distractions too. Like phones, for example, or, like, watching a show, or friends are a distraction, and and there's just so many things to work on. I don't know how I'm gonna do it, if I'm honest. I don't know how I'm gonna be able to manage work, driving lessons, and keeping my grades up, even though I've been doing that for, like, over a month. I don't know how I'm gonna do it when it comes to, like December. Because that's when all the work starts piling on. I'm not ready for that.
Well, I guess you just do it, and my strategy is to just, close my eyes, do it, and walk blindly onto the next thing, and then basically what I do is I blindfold myself, walk through the woods, hope the wolves don't get me, and usually make it out on the other side.
I was told when I was younger, that's fantastic, Sophia, by the way, that's fantastic. But I was told when I was younger, whenever I was stressed out about something, I was always told, you'll manage, right? Because I feel like no matter what's thrown at us, no matter how many obstacles we're faced with, I feel like we naturally adapt and we naturally just, like, manage with what we're given. So I know that, like, during these hard times of, like, figuring out things for uni, or, like, like, for me is I never really studied in high school. Like, my grades were good even without studying, but now that I know that I have to study, I have to learn what study method works for me, and so I have to manage that. And, like, I have a test tomorrow that I have to study for, and I'm all over the place, but I know I'll manage eventually somehow. I'll figure it out, whether that's planning in a planner or whether that's just doing everything or making to-do lists. Like, I'll figure it out. I'll manage, because I always have, you know? And, like, that's a way
What else can you do?
Yeah.
Like, I mean, I guess the alternative is to let yourself fail and not complete your assignments and not do what you're supposed to do. But do you want to do that? No. So I guess the alternative is to the only option is to just push forward and hope for the best.
I definitely think that, like, an issue, the reason why motivation is such an issue is because, like, growing up, everyone's always been told, you know, like, go to university, go to college, get good grades, like, make like a good name for yourself, get a good job, right? And so because of that, I feel like everybody starts to lose motivation because everybody's doing it.
I wouldn't go that far. I wouldn't say that no one has motivation to do stuff because everybody else is doing it. I'd say no one has motivation to do stuff because the stuff is hard. And maybe sometimes people get into stuff that they don't really enjoy because it'll get them a good job. Because me personally, when I have when I have sociology and law, I have, like, no motivation to go to school. Like, I like law, but, like, not enough, you know? But on weeks that I have our politics class, I'm excited to get to class. I'm excited to do stuff. And I'm excited to do the work. So I don't think people are not motivated to do things because everyone else is doing it. I think people aren't motivated to do things because, one, they haven't found what they enjoy yet, and two, they don't do what they enjoy because they don't think it'll lead to a profitable career.
Well, yeah, but I agree with you there, but it's also like, I feel like as 17-year-olds, I feel like we're not given enough time to figure out what we like in school, because we're given, like, because I know in our school system, in our board, we're given, like, our first 2 years of high school, we have 6 compulsory courses that we have to take, and then in grade 11 and 12 are when we are able to, like, branch out, but I feel like it's still not broad enough. And then, like, and sometimes when classes are chosen, they don't even run because there's, like, not enough kids, and then it's just, like, we're just not able to find out what we actually like, and it sucks because we don't have enough time, and then they throw this whole get prepared for university thing on you, you know?
Mm-hmm.
And it sucks. It really does. Because I know I used to be so motivated, especially when it came to my languages. I used to be so motivated, and now I honestly, I can't even study French.
Yeah, I don't know how you studied languages to begin with, I'm going to be honest. But it's not my thing. It's not what I enjoy, so I didn't take it.
It's really hard. Like, I've procrastinated a lot. And I never used to procrastinate. But I think it's just because I can't do it.
Basically, what this episode is, in our lives, I don't think it's just a teenager thing. I think it's a thing in general. Sometimes you just, it's hard to become motivated. It's hard to do even sometimes the things you enjoy, but you're not alone. Everyone feels that way. And how to get motivated, people always sell these books on how to get motivated and how to do things. Listen, I personally think they're bullshit.
The motivation books?
Yeah.
I mean, I honestly kind of agree there because, like, how is just, like, a regular person going to tell you how to gain motivation when they're probably, like, not motivated themselves?
The people who, like, run these little schemes, they make money off of telling you how to make money, or they make money off of using your mental health as, it's just...
I hate self-help books.
I do, too.
And, like...
Listen, self-help books are shit. Maybe they work for some people. Not my thing. And the real issue is sometimes you're just gonna have to work through the unmotivation. Like, when people say, like, I have when people
writer's
have
block?
writer's block or like art block. I feel like it's kind of the same thing where you just have to, like, the only way to get out of it is to work through it.
Yeah, like yesterday, for example, I had absolutely no energy and no motivation to even, like, do my science notes, but I had to push myself because if I want a good grade in this bio class, I have to push myself to do well on this test tomorrow. And so, like, literally after this podcast, I'm going to be studying because I have to do well on this test tomorrow. But the thing is I took this class simply for interest. I don't even need it for university. I took it simply for interest. And now I'm just losing motivation. Like, it's weird because at the beginning of every school year, I'm always like, I'm going to do so well this year. I'm going to, be organized. I'm going to get everything done and all that stuff. And yeah, I do. But it's like majority of the time when I finish something, it's like not done to my best ability because I'm just not motivated enough.
Yeah. And I think especially because it's our first year really at school after the pandemic, and the classes are 2 hours and like 45 minutes long.
So much information that are just packed in our brains that, like, by the end of the day when we go home, I know I don't have any energy, especially if I have work. Like, when I go to work, I am so tired. So tired. I can't do it.
I don't know how you do, like, the science-based courses, because the reason I love my politics course so much is not just because of the content, but because the teacher allows us to have conversations, which makes the class seem shorter.
Yeah.
You know, like, when you are talking about, and, like, what's the word? Productively arguing with the other people in your class, you're not just sitting there listening to a teacher, so the class feels a lot shorter, one, and you learn a lot more. Like, I personally learn a lot more through conversation.
Yeah, for me, honestly, bio is really interesting, don't get me wrong, but sitting in a class for an hour, for like 2 hours, 2.5 hours, doing the cell membrane, like, and then the thing is like, it's not interesting, so I lose motivation there, because, like, how the heck am I supposed to enjoy what I'm doing after school when I don't even enjoy it in school? And that's why, like, I really hope that when I get into university that I enjoy what I'm studying so much that I won't lose motivation, right? But I at the same time, it'd be nice to, like, even when I do lose motivation, I feel like it'd be nice to kind of be forced to do my homework or do my major or whatever. Because sometimes, like you said, like, you just need to get through it. Especially, like, there's nothing else you can do other than just start what you stopped. Whether that be writing or anything.
I was talking to my dad today, and we were talking about, like, courses and whatnot. And I was like, because I was thinking about taking English in university.
Yeah.
And then I started taking politics class this year, and really getting into politics, like, over the summer. And I realized, or, like, even over last year, like, during the school. And I realized that, I liked my English class. I mean, I really enjoy English, but I specifically liked it because of the teacher I had, and because I liked the content I was learning that particular year. When it comes to politics, I like the content as a whole, and I will do it, like, I read for leisure, but I will, like, study politics for leisure, because I enjoy it. So, I want to go to, so I told my dad, I'm like, I want to do a class, I want to do a course in university that I'm not just going to like for the teacher, and I'm not just going to like depending on the book I'm reading.
Yeah.
I want to do a class that I like the material of, no matter what. So, that's why I decided to go into what I'm into, and I'm fortunate enough that there are specific branches that can make a fair amount of money with the thing that I enjoy. So, that's positive, but other people, like, a lot of people who love art and vocals and, like, music, they don't pursue it because there are less career options that make a lot of money with it. And honestly, I think the best advice we have ever gotten from our politics teacher, besides always use the pass the water, of course, is just do what you are best at. Don't do something in university because it makes money, because there will always be someone who's in that course who enjoys it and will be better than you simply because they enjoy it. Don't do something because you think it'll lead to more opportunities, because guess what? That person who genuinely enjoys it will go further with it. You know?
Because they enjoy it.
They want to do it. They have the motivation to do it. So don't only do, I mean, I guess maybe not only, obviously some people are in different situations that sometimes they have to do, like, learn things that make a lot of money, just even if they don't enjoy it because of whatever circumstances they're in. But if you are fortunate enough, do what you are passionate in, because that is what you will do best in, and usually what you do best in is what you make the most money in. Because people can feel your passion, whether it's for plumbing or people can sense that your energy, that and they want to hire someone who is excited about what they do. Because if you're excited about what they do, people can sense that you'll do a better job at it. Whether that be laying tiles or speaking in front of crowds or playing an instrument, you know?
Yeah. I feel like a lot of the time, I've noticed this issue, like when a lot of people don't know what to get into, they tend to go into business. And I feel like business is so dodgy at this point. Like, a lot of people look to business and they're like, oh my gosh, like business is such a good course, blah, blah, blah. But business is so dodgy nowadays.
People who study the economy scare me.
Why do they scare you?
I think anyone who will sit there and study the ups and downs of the stock market for hours on end is a crazy person.
What are those called? Neoliberals?
I'm scared of neoliberalism, capitalism. I am scared of complete free market capitalists. They scare me.
I'm not afraid of... I'm afraid for you. I feel like when you go into university, you're going to be surrounded by... And we were talking about this today, and I understand your whole thing of... Yeah, like...
But I like arguing with people.
And you like it, yeah, but I'm just scared for you. Like, you better play it safe with some of these people, because...
You're telling me that I physically have to make sure that I'm ready to fight.
No, I mean, make sure your legs are ready to run away, because you're not fighting nobody.
Yeah, bring the mace.
Bring the mace.
If you are gonna sit here... Listen, I'm scared of people who study the economy, because they're usually the ones who put economy before, like, the wellness of the people. And the way I see it, money is made up by humans. People are made up by nature. Not saying that money isn't important, but if you're going to put something man-made over something natural and living, you scare me.
I definitely believe that what was I gonna say now?
This is a topic for another day.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
I feel like this is an interesting. I feel like we could.
It would be an interesting topic, but
I'm just scared to talk about politics on this. So.
Yeah, I just feel like I said, like business. I feel like a lot of people who have a loss of motivation go into business, but there are also some people that really enjoy business and
they scare me.
Yeah, that really enjoy business and they want to go into business, but it's like there's such a plethora of people that go into business because they don't know what else to do, right? So yeah. I want to encourage people to take that gap year. If you don't want to go into business and it's like a last resort, if you have the option, take that gap year and try figuring out what you like and then going to university. Or 2 years, or whatever you want. Just figure it out, because, you don't want to be miserable and not enjoy your job in years to come.
You can get into business without studying business.
Yeah. You can. The only way for you to learn how to run a business is if you run a business yourself, first-hand experience.
And you can study the stock market as much as you want in class, but ultimately, it's like a living... I just said that money isn't alive, but I mean that, and I mean that literally, but also the stock... I'm using living thing as an analogy for the stock market, meaning it always changes, it's meant to break, so you have to... You can study it, yes, but ultimately, you only really know what you're doing unless you're...
doing it.
I don't know, I'm not a business person, but from what I understand is you learn it over time, and you can't... It's about predictions, and I guess you can learn how to predict how it moves, but at the same time, I feel like it's one of those things that you can just learn naturally by observing, you know?
Yeah, it's like... Business can be so hands-on, you don't even need, a university course for that. I feel like the only university business courses you would need would be, accounting, or, finance.
Yeah. But that's, then you just take math.
Yeah, but then other than that, marketing, I mean, not, some people may really enjoy marketing, and that's fine, but if you're going to marketing simply because you think it might get you a job, I feel like the amount of people that are in marketing courses simply because they don't know what else to do it's like astronomically high.
My dad's a salesman and he took geography in school. Like, you don't need a business degree to go into business.
Yeah. So originally I was going to go into psychology, but then I realized that I might have not really liked it as a major. I might like it as a minor. So I decided that I'll have more motivation if I go into something that I like.
You see, I was the opposite way. I was going to take English with political science as a minor. However, then I realized that I really enjoy political science, and I would really like to do it as a major.
That's what happened. Like, I'm gonna switch it. Like, now psychology is gonna be my minor, and my language courses and like studying cultures and stuff, that's gonna be my major.
I don't think I have to find a different minor though, because I don't think I'm gonna do. You can't really minor in English.
Yeah.
Because like a lot.
You could like minor in like law. I'm pretty sure there's gonna be a law minor.
No,
but it might be business law.
I'm gonna do law post-grad.
No, I know, but you might be able to take that as like an elective.
Maybe. I can minor in vocals.
So yeah, I definitely think that when I had the sudden change of like my major and my minor, I definitely felt more motivated to get good grades to get into that course because I know I would like it. Like, originally I wanted to go into psychology, but everybody kind of goes into psychology because it's something so easy, and I felt like because it was
it's not easy, it's just
to get into the school that I wanted to get into was really easy. So there was no motivation there. I was like, okay, well, I don't even have to do well. But now that the program that I want to get into, although like it's really easy to get in, it may be harder to get into other schools, but I still want like the offer of admission, so it's motivating me to like, it's like forcing me to do well in my classes, you know. But honestly, one thing is, if you have a loss of motivation, I definitely think that you should figure out a goal for yourself and work towards it, and that gives you motivation. Always remember the reason why you're doing something. For example, there's this award that I won at the end of the year where it's like you have an 80 average in like 6+ classes, right? 6 classes or more, whatever, if you don't have a spare or whatever. So that's like a goal that I've been trying to achieve so far this year. Just remember why you're doing everything. Like, even through your writer's block, or like you're in a slump when reading, or in your arts, whatever. Like, even in university, if you just don't know why you're doing your major, try to understand and figure out why you even started it in the first place. Because
I'm a competitive person, so the thing that motivates me is this is completely unrealistic, but I live in a realm of unrealistic possibilities, so
yeah, dragons biting you.
But even like as a child, my goals were always unrealistic, so what motivates me is trying to be better than everyone else, which will never happen.
Yeah,
but that's kind of what I like, because then it's a constant sense of motivation. Like, I'm always motivated to do it because it's an accomplishment that will never happen.
For me, I definitely feel like I'm always motivated to be better out of spite.
Yeah, me too. Like, I live to spite other people.
Yeah, so like I definitely feel like when I do schoolwork or I do this and this, it's not even like better than other people, because I don't want to create like a hierarchy or like make anyone feel inferior. But I know that
you don't have to tell them.
Yeah, I guess, but I know
tell them that that's part of this competition.
I
it's
know
me and everyone else, and they don't have to know.
I know that when I do something, I try to do it to the best of my ability in spite of another person. Like, especially if somebody... But it's majority of the time, it's when somebody has, like, played on my feelings, or played on how I am as a person, or, like, my personality, or they just, like... Like, for example, if somebody called me stupid out of spite, I would want to make myself look smarter. But yeah, I definitely feel like... I feel like motivation stems from a goal in which you create that you create for yourself. If you create a goal and you try to achieve that goal, everything just works out from there, I feel. Like, my goal yesterday was to finish these notes by 9 o'clock, and I finished them at like 8:30. why did I start these notes? Because I want to do well on my test tomorrow.
Yeah. One of the things I live by is think unrealistically, because people always tell you to think realistically, do what people like, but I always think as far as you can, and then reach for the moon, hit the stars, kind of thing. Like,
yeah.
I'm gonna reach for the moon, and if I don't land on the moon, as long as I'm among the stars, I'm doing something else I enjoy. Then that's all that matters, right? But
Yeah.
I always want to strive for the best and the most I can do, because that motivates me to keep going. You know?
Yeah, so like growing up, for example, I was told you have so much potential, like, you know, shoot for the stars, like shoot for the moon, whatever. Do whatever you want because you want to do it, not because other people want you to do it. Makes sense. I really want to I guess live up to that. Like, I want to live up to the expectations that people put on me, and the expectations of people around me also give me motivation, which is kind of weird, because motivation should come from yourself. But I feel like if other people around you are motivating, but it's like good motivation, then you should, you know, stick by that. But I know for myself is I always let like people's expectations or people's like perceptions of me motivate me to like fulfill fulfill this persona that I've formed around them. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. I mean, and it's probably not the best thing.
It's really not.
But
Don't do that.
It's realistic. Like, a lot of people, we can say, oh, don't do that, but everyone's going to do it subconsciously, whether we like it or not.
Yeah. Just motivation's so hard to talk about, especially in the state of mind where, like, you know you have so much to do and you're just not motivated to do anything. Like, anything at all.
Yeah, but me and Olivia are spiteful creatures, so, Olivia, just think of all people who hate you.
There are so
And
many
show
people,
them.
surprisingly. Like, I don't know.
Or who think that you can't do what you want to do. And say, fuck you, watch me do it.
Yeah. But it's not even that, though. Like, I feel like... I said it the other day. I was like, haters are my motivators. Whatever, you know, something stupid like that, right? Because...
Don't say that.
No, because No, I know, but it's funny, but, like... I don't really get motivated by people who dislike me because, like, you dislike me. What I get motivated by is, like... When I see that people dislike me, it motivates me to, be a better person, be a better person, but not be a better person in the thing that they're hating on me for. Do you see what I'm saying?
Yeah, no, I see it. I just don't apply it to my own self.
So, like, if somebody hates on, like, my handwriting or something, like, I won't...
Well, if it's minor things that I can't change, then no. But if someone's like, oh, you can never... you're not gonna do good in, politics, so you don't know what you're talking about because you are dumb and you don't, like... Then I'm like, okay, yeah. You think so? Watch me do it 10 times better than you.
Yeah.
You know?
It's
that
out
kind
of
of thing.
spite,
If it's my
right?
handwriting, then I don't care.
If it's out of spite, then yeah, right? Like, I feel like some people deserve a taste of their own medicine, which is kind of... I hate that saying because it's kind of stupid, but, like, I definitely feel like
They'll get it.
If you bring out negativity in the world, I hope that you only get negativity and that you feel what you've given.
Oh, you will. It's called karma. It'll come back at you, like,
Yeah.
10 times worse.
So to leave off the episode,
Don't do things that you don't enjoy because you think it'll benefit you more in the future. Okay.
yeah. So, find something that really motivates you, especially as a teenager. Find what you enjoy for future reference so that you're doing something you enjoy career-wise or just whatever, right? Because, like, there's a saying where it's like, if you love what you do, you don't work a day in your life. And it's like, you want to have that mindset where you're enjoying what you do so much that you don't even think that you're working, but you're making money off of it, right? So, like, just do something you enjoy, find the motivation, set a goal for yourself, be determined, because determination is also a really big factor when it comes to motivation. Like, you can be motivated, but you have to be determined in order to, like, see something through. And I hope you learned something from this episode, because you know what? It's an important conversation to have, and I feel like we say that every episode, but it really is, because I lack motivation almost every day of my life, because I get bored, you know what I mean? But I feel like if you talk about motivation, you talk about your goals, and you write them down, or you just even think about them, and you're determined enough, you could do it, and then you get motivated.
Mm-hmm. You know what motivates me every morning, Olivia?
What? Coffee.
Not dying.
Oh, wow. Would you look at that? Waking up every morning? Waking up every morning and just knowing that you're alive and just not dead?
It's like, oh, fuck, not again.
That's your motivation? Oh, not again. Oh,
then
no.
Then tomorrow it might be better, because I might not wake up.
No!
That's a joke!
Don't say that.
Doctor, if you're listening to this, I'm joking. That's a joke. Don't die. Don't die. I end every episode off with "Don't die," okay?
Don't die. Nobody die, okay?
Don't die. If you die, you've let humanity down.
Yeah.
We've lost a strong soldier. Don't die.
We have.
Live on.
Wear your masks. Just wear your masks. Maybe I'm not gonna say get your vaccine this time.
Olivia's anti-vaccine.
No, I just think that I shouldn't push the fact that you should get the vaccine on you. It's your choice.
Get vaccinated if you can.
If you can, but there's consequences to your actions. So
get vaccinated if you are able to and it's safe for you.
Yeah.
And I don't mean like you you think you might get a reaction.
Or you think that there's a chip in it.
If vaccines have a history of getting reactions, if your parent had a bad reaction to it, get vaccinated if you know that you will get a bad reaction to the vaccine. If there's at least like a 80%, if a doctor tells you not to get the vaccine, don't get the vaccine.
Yeah.
Otherwise, get the vaccine.
Yeah. But
and most importantly,
just saying, if you don't get the vaccine, you suffer consequences. Anyway, that's a whole topic for maybe another episode. Maybe we won't even talk about it, because you know what? It's a topic that's being talked about a lot, and I'm pretty sure you can get more information from the internet than you would from this podcast. But anyway,
wee woo.
That's all from us. This was Status Teenage. Bye.
Bye.